I'm Luara Moore, or Luara Kamma-Moore is my married name. I'm married to a Dutchman who is from Breda, born and raised in Gineke. We've been here for 3 years now, and we moved here from Seattle, Washington in the United States. I was born in Oregon, Portland, Oregon area. I would say I grew up very close to nature. My mother is a naturopath and a homeopath and a midwife. I grew up going to births with her. I grew up very close to just seeing how we are as animals and beings on this planet and how we interact with each other, both physically and spiritually. I learned a lot from my mom about plants and herbs. And for example, we would, on our road trips, we did roadside botany. So we would be driving at 60 miles per hour, looking out the window and identifying the plants that we went by. Yeah, I mean, that's how I grew up. And I love nature and deeply, deeply value it. We left the United States on the 4th of July, which is a little unpatriotic, but it makes me laugh. So it's been almost 3 years. We chose Breda mostly because it was either between Breda or Utrecht. So we chose Breda because Oma is here, and the houses at that time were more affordable than in Utrecht. You could get more house for your money. And also Breda Zuid, it's so close to nature, and we really wanted that, I really wanted that. And I want my children to grow up. I know they're gonna have their own experiences, but I wanted them to have the opportunity to be as connected to nature growing up as I was. We found a very nice home in Overakker, close to school, a wonderful neighborhood, just full of children. You know, we go to the woods, and my eldest goes to the natuurtuin for BSO at the kinderboerderij. She loves it, and she gets to play with the animals and spend time also in the woods there. I have a little meadow that I love to go to at the Wolfslaarsbos. That makes me really happy. And I love going to Vertelt in Breda. I love when I have time and I can just spend my time harvesting my vegetables and being out there with the wind blowing on my face and geese flying overhead. That's magic. It's really lovely. And before we moved here, I was already thinking, what do I want to do? What is going to be the next thing? What is going to bring me joy and make me feel like I'm contributing and bringing something meaningful to Breda? So then I looked around at my experience moving here to Breda, and I found it really challenging to live my life without trash and without especially plastic. And so I thought up this concept of the elemental eco shop, or just elemental eco. And the whole idea is to help people bring more sustainability into their lives. And I'm doing that right now with a shop, and I'm doing it through education, workshops, helping people learn new skills so that they can be more sustainable in their daily lives. And then also, the community part, bringing people together around the subject and lifting people up and lifting projects up. So the shop is located at STEK, and that is in the Belkrum, on the Veilinkade. And I chose STEK for a few reasons. The first and foremost reason is the very first time I went there, I felt like I could breathe again. As a new person coming to Breda and not familiar with what was here, I was maybe not concerned, but I didn't know if there would be a community of people that were trying to do things different, that were looking at business and entrepreneurial activities differently. And when I went to STEK, I thought, oh, these are my people. These people are experimenting and they're creative and they're dreaming up new ways to go about doing things. And that's exactly what I want to do. So it made sense to be there. And then it took a while for me to figure out what exactly I wanted to do there, because like I said, it could have gone in many directions. And so then I got accepted. I pitched, I got accepted. And then in November, I started building the shop. November of 2020. And so I bought 2 units off of Marktplatz, and they came on a double long truck with a big crane, and then they were set into place. And I thought, oh man, what have I done? Because they needed so much work. And I spent the next 2.5 months working on them, cleaning up those walls and building new walls in them. And we took out a window and put doors in, and lots of painting, putting floors in, building a deck. I painted my own sign for the outside. And pouring my heart and soul into it. So that's what you have.
Pyramides out.
Today, I feel like we have gotten into the swing, for sure. I've gotten so much wonderful feedback. I hear all the time from the community how happy they are that the shop exists. And people come, and they come every week. Sometimes some people come, and that means a lot to me. And I meet so many people who are working in the field of circular economy and sustainability. And we just talk, and I see so much amazing potential in all of these different groups and these people that are working towards the same goal. And so I just feel really inspired to bring everybody together and see what comes from that. What can we make together? So right now I'm just excited. I see all this potential.